Hey guys, Darren here. Welcome to Mayhem Country Living. Today we are talking about hand-me-down clothing or used clothing that would fit into your prepping plans. It's a fantastic way to save money and to reuse, recycle, repurpose gently used clothing. And it can absolutely fit into a plan that you have. Whether you have children who are growing up and they're growing out of their clothing, you can always set that stuff aside, pack it away safely to keep critters out of it, and then you can use it for other people. Jackets, scarves, hats, warm winter stuff like that, mittens, boots, that goes a long way. I want to show you, this is some stuff we got from my sister-in-law, Elise, and this was a pile of clothes that she had gotten from, I think it was her son, who outgrew them or didn't like them anymore. And she said, if you want these, you're welcome to them, and gave them to my wife, the hooch, and they were having lunch yesterday, and this came up, and she said, well, here's a garbage bag full, and it was actually like 2 garbage bags full of really nice clothes that would fit me. Now, if you were doing this in a situation where you know something's going on, you would possibly want to set aside some clothes that were a size or 2 smaller, because let's say, you know, we are here in America, we always do eat to excess more than any other countries in the world, and it would do very well for us if we were preppers and had the space to set aside some clothing that was a little bit smaller that would fit us. Also, conversely, if you had children like we were just talking about who were growing up, it would be good to have some clothes in some larger sizes, so you could just have them set aside. Not a whole lot, but 5 pairs of pants, 5 shirts, underwear, socks, stuff like that, and that would go a long way to making somebody comfortable in a situation that was not optimal. Okay. Okay, guys, now, and just a little bit of history, growing up in central Alabama and having come from a fairly sized family with cousins and uncles and aunts and nieces and nephews who all had different sizes, I wore my share of hand-me-downs, and also I wore the pants that we called high waters. If anybody's wore high waters, raise your hand. You know what they are, guys, because you went into school on the first day and those pants were about 3 inches above your ankles. Those are high waters. That's what we used to call them. Or you had those blue jeans that were folded and the bottoms were creased, and so as you grew, your mom and dad unfolded them so they knew how old you were by how many of the white creases that were in your pants going down. That was me too. But this is a fantastic way to stretch your dollar, have some extra stuff, and I'm not talking about just nasty rags or anything like that. You can go to yard sales, thrift stores, stuff like that, church sales. If you have some friends and family who are in the same church, you have a fantastic network where you can recycle, reuse, repurpose all kinds of clothing, equipment, stuff like that. And one of the nice things I found about these groups of people, you're obviously there because you have a similar interest, that being whatever church affiliation you are or denomination. That could go one step further to helping you find people who are of the same thoughts that you are, as far as like a mutual assistance group, a MAG, that can go a long way. So that might be something you would look into as well. Okay, guys, now we're back. And so I have to say, the clothing that Elise had given me, I'm going to say that's upwards $600 worth of clothing. How about that? This is stuff that is really nice. It's in good shape. Now, I'm not going to wear the bedazzled skinny jeans with a dragon on it. I'm not going to wear them. and I'm not going to wear the glitter shirts. Not going to do that. No hot pants either. But all joking aside, it's a fantastic way to, like I said, extend your dollar and get some good durable clothing that you can use that will go a long way for outdoor use, yard work, stuff like that, or just out and around. More to come. Okay, guys, now we're back. So you could also use it as a donation source on your taxes for your church or any kind of civic group that you are a member of. You can donate it to them, and you can get receipts that will go towards helping defray some taxes. That's a good way to do it as well. But it's just a really good way to extend your dollar and have some extra stuff set aside. Like I said, we have clothing set aside for adults, children, teens, stuff like that, boys and girls, and just not a lot, but maybe 5 pairs of full sets of clothing for kind of each style or person, and vacuum seal it, put it aside, and just in case, because you never know. More to come. One of the nice things, if you're doing a lot of prepping but you're not quite sure exactly when this might occur or how many people it might be, you can have enough clothing just to have some extras to spare. And I know everybody says, oh, I'll be over there and I'll bring all of my stuff. Yeah, right. That never happens. Because even the times I've gone to somebody's house to cook out with them, I've forgotten the stuff. Hell, guys, for my birthday, I actually forgot to take my own birthday cake to the party. So, things will get set aside, things will get dropped, things will get missed, especially in a high-stress situation. So, it's good just to have these set aside. They're not going to take up a lot of space. You could probably cram 20 changes of clothing for 5 different types of people in one of those plastic 55-gallon containers with the lids that screw on, and set it aside, and you're done with it. So, more to come. That's going to wrap it up for this video. I just happened to think of this. My wife brought all these clothes home, and I thought, holy cow, this is a great idea. And I started looking, and I didn't see anybody had really been talking about this, but this is a great way to do it. Remember, if you're prepping for any kind of catastrophic event, you're probably going to go a little hungry, so pack some stuff that is a little bit smaller than what you normally wear. I am a 36-inch in the waist, so I would probably set aside a 32. Alright guys, but that's going to wrap it up for now. In just a second you're going to see a picture of my ugly mug and my beautiful wife over there on that side of the screen. On the opposite side are going to be some videos if we're indeed your brand of wacky. And always remember, take care of your people. Hell, plan for taking care of a few others.